Okay. Hello, everybody on the VOD.
Hello, is anybody there? Sorry, we're having our usual OBS issues. Oh, can anybody hear us? Can anybody see us? Callum says they can see
We
us.
can see you. Good news if we're there somewhere.
Can anybody hear us? Great, Peter.
Can
That's
anybody
good
hear
news.
us?
Tristan, thank you. Tristan and Alex are famous moderators.
Thank you,
Thank you
Tristan and
very
Alex,
much
for
for being
being
there.
here. I don't know if Riff Clown's coming to moderate tonight.
I don't know. I would imagine that Riff Clown's got skin in the game with the Sudoku Skunk Works stuff that we
Well,
might
that's
get
if we
to.
get that far.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee we will. These are the last two puzzles from the app, which have been back-ended for a reason. Mark is soft and blurry. That's just like real life. Oh, I'm Dark Simon today.
You do visit the dark side a great deal, to be fair.
So, I'm spookily lit. That's
You
like...
are very dark there, it has to be said.
Oh, don't say that. I can't fix it. Long way to Tipperary. Thank you so much. And actually, we had a donation I saw before the stream started, so I need
Yes,
to...
thank you, Jonathan Allen, for the tech fund, which really needs
Yeah.
it, like the wine fund.
The wine fund. I have got some wine this evening. Some red wine today. But I'm really not sure it's a good idea.
Kristen Heald's asking if I won the championships this year. If we're talking about the crossword championship, it has not happened, sadly. There hasn't been one. Oh, I'm soft in volume.
No, that's good. That's good. I think you're the right
Oh,
volume.
thank you.
Hello from Norway. Oh, check your glasses. That's a very good point. Yes, I've got the wrong glasses on. Thank you.
And your tweets.
Right. Oh, my tweet. Yes, I've not done my tweet. Red wine's a good choice. Oh. Now I have the few seconds where I just can't see. Whoa. Hi, Bunny. How are you? Hello from Arkansas. Oh, this is very strange. Michael Ceremican, thank you very much. What's the difference between a liar and a Roggen puzzle? Not a great deal. Hello from
Just
Surrey.
found out there's a whole round of liar puzzles at the World Sudoku Championship, and I've gone into depression.
Oh, is there? Well, at least you've done some practice for them.
Not enough. There is never enough practice for those.
The glasses is the new running gag. It replaces Maverick. Martin Jones. Pop this in the meter, Simon. Thank you very much. Anthony, hello from Liverpool. Oh, I don't want to talk about Liverpool today.
3, 2.
From Moscow.
Sad times.
Dundee.
Dundee's quite interesting, Charles.
What if the lie is that the puzzles are? Well.
Oh, well, in one of them, that is the lie, apparently, which is very bizarre.
Good morning from Australia.
Getting early in the
J.S. Farrar, thank you very much. After reviewing the World Championship instructions, bookmakers have made M. Goodliff hot favourite for puzzle 6.8. It's called Pencil Mark, is it?
Yeah, it is. And ironically, I hate that style of puzzle.
Is that the one where they give you all the pencil marks?
Yeah, they give you lots of pencil marks.
That's going to be absolutely up your street.
There's a liar version.
I know you normally like to write them all in, but you won't even have to. Yes, I know Manchester United won. That's, the only good thing about that is they beat Everton. At least Liverpool won Eurovision. Oh dear. They've got quite a few people from Surrey. You can probably hear me.
Outside your house with pitchforks.
I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. That seems sensible.
Wine Simon.
So have we got, how many people are in the Sudoku Skunk Works now? Have we got lots and lots of Skunk Workians?
Navasari, Seattle, France. France. Oh, Nizhny Novgorod as well. Good grief. 12 a.m. Wow. Happy midnight.
Whoa, Jorge Packer, the last puzzle took me 11 hours.
Oh God.
That's going to be a long. That's going to be a long stream.
Well, that's good news because I think you're actually doing what is listed as the last puzzle.
Yes, we thought that because I might have to solve the Sudoku Skunk Works puzzles, I might go first, and then, so rather than me just solving for a long time, I get a break. Sunny Sunderland. Florian, are you in the Skunk Works? Tierganus.
I've forgotten. Frozen Reaches.
I haven't put the I haven't done the tweet. Sorry. There we go. I've now done the tweet. Could people like the stream if they like it? What wine is it I'm drinking tonight? It is Chateau. That's a very hard thing to say. I want to say Beregues or something. So Hope Madoc.
Oh, thank you very much, Mark, from Puerto Vallarta. We appreciate you appreciating what we do. Thanks for...
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. Simon has light. Oh, what? That made me have light when I had the wine. That's strange.
There are a total of 147 people with access to the Skunk Works testing channels.
Whoa.
Not sure how many are setters.
That's quite a lot. Oh yeah, I can turn on the computer monitor. No, you're right. Let me try this. Okay, so if I go to that, can people see? Oh, I've got to go to.
Celery, thank you very much. Mansion tours at 1 million subs. Yes, you've got lighter.
The mansion.
SM Marcus has nailed your tech problems.
No audio, someone's saying. Oh no.
What? No audio? I think everybody else is hearing audio.
The Anne one before all.
It's come back for the Anne.
Oh, it's okay, is it?
Yeah.
I'm bathed in light. That's probably not a good thing. You gave me ideas for making my own Sudokus. Audio is good. Okay, people are saying audio is good. Right, so I am going to be trying the Jovial puzzle, which is just a killer Sudoku called Miser. And it took somebody in chat 11 hours. That's not funny.
My guess is that Miser is because it doesn't give much away.
So the rules are classic and killer. If you're not used to killer, basically those 3 digits there add up to 18, and what you can't do is, for example, make those 2 digits the same, because that would be against the rules of killer. That's all the rules. Audio is great, video lacks beauty. That's so harsh. Video lacks beautiful people.
So mean, Otter. I mean, you're not wrong, but to say it out loud.
Right, now concentrate, get your head in the game, man. We've got funny looking 20 cages. We've got a 6 cage, which must be 1, 2, 3. We've got an 8 cage, must have a 1 in it. A 22 cage must have a, whoa, mouse sensitivity's gone crazy. Must have a 9 in it. And apart from that, I can see a donation.
Thank you, Mark. De Jong, very kind of you. Didn't know it was Canadian Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
And, okay. So, the only other thing I can see here is that I can put 1s and 2s into those positions, I think, because where do 1 and 2 go in this row? And they can't go in a 20 cage. So there's something 1 and 2y going on in row 6, and one of these 20 cages has a 3 in it, and that's a 389 cage.
Alex, that's very perceptive. I am always trying to remember how I solved the puzzles Simon's doing on the street. There was one last time I had no idea till the end. I just couldn't remember it.
Do you remember doing this one? It didn't take you
I
11
remember
hours.
bits about this one. I do remember bits about this one.
Okay, but it didn't take you 11 hours.
Well, I would have been the person who helped ensure that it was the last one in the listing because it was very hard.
Okay, so that is not helpful. Whatever, no, that doesn't have to have a 2 in it. It looks like there's something 1 and 2y going on round the edge of. It's like an empty rectangle.
Just remark that 1-2 pair took them 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So you're ahead of the game.
Okay. Yeah, this it looks like I've got to colour here. Because that digit has to go in there, I think, in box 7. So I'm going to colour that in. Oh, I can't remember. Can I do two? Yes, I can do 2 colours in this one, can't I? And therefore that digit goes in those cells there. And that's just telling us. So if that's a 1, it's telling us that's a 2, but we could have got it was a 2 just because it's in the same row as itself. Ah, yeah, okay. All right, so I think what this is designed to do is to give us a 1 here, maybe. Yeah, okay. So I think let me just do this one as well. Let's make that one purple. So purple must be in one of those in box 9, which means in this box, purple is in one of those. And that means that we don't know whether green is 1 or 2, but it doesn't really matter because those 3 cells together must have a 1 and a 2 in them. And that means those 2 cells cannot be a 1, I think. So there's a 1 here. Now, that's actually quite helpful because actually now, I don't know which of green and purple is 2, but one of them is. So that must be a 3-4 pair. Which is rather pretty. So now the 10 cage hasn't got a 1 in it. So this is lovely. Right, okay. So actually it shows me in the software. I haven't really focused on this before. Maybe I've not done a killer Sudoku, but there's only one way of making 3 cells add up to 10 without 1. And that's 2, 3, 5. But I know that not only do I know that one of those is a 1, I know one of those is a 2. So that is a 2. And this is
Bear in mind, people can't see the cage sum possibilities.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
My head is in the way.
Yes, that head is a problem.
Well, up pops his ugly head again.
So 3 in this row is in one of those 3 cells. And if there's a 5 in the 22 cage, 5 is in one of those 3 cells. That's not helpful, is it?
Olivia, my camera is fine. It's just processing it through Simon's streaming software that makes me pixelated.
Well, we're using Discord so that we can, when Mark solves, we can view his screen. And for some reason, Discord doesn't let us stream in high resolution. Or doesn't let the
She
calls.
thinks I am the cage sum possibilities. But they're all in my head.
Okay. Well, what's this actually doing? It's putting a 3 in one of these. Is there a reason this can't be a 3? No, I don't think so. So, oh, I see another donate. Mark's head is pretty.
Thank you, Mark. That's a very kind thing for you to say. I mean, nobody's believing it, but wow, that's a nice thing.
That's really put me off, Mark, you saying that.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. So it must be these 20 things here. I've got a horrible feeling this is some
No,
mathematical...
even when we get to 1 million subs, I'm not getting a tattoo, and that's that.
They're not getting another tattoo. One of these is 389. Depending on where the 3 that's in there, where that lives in this row.
Jovial is watching.
Is she watching?
Yeah.
Oh dear. I've got nothing here at the moment. This is a worry. I can see someone's donation. Mark is an alpha.
Sorry.
What is it?
Who is, I think, actually Dan is telling us a lot about his life this weekend.
I'm just going to put 389 in here. This could be total and utter. Oh, it could be totally and utterly wrong. I just want to look at it though, because it's on one. Oh, I didn't want to do it like that. I want to do it with central pencil marks. It could be here as well. What is that doing? Ah, right.
Enjoy your rehearsal, SM Marcus.
What's that?
Thank you, Marusha. To make it fair for Simon, you should give him a list of all possible settings from the pool. That way, at least he has a chance. I literally don't have time to read out 147 names.
He should definitely do that, Marusha. Definitely. Right, I think we can say something about... Well, the problem is this is a bit ambiguous in the sense I don't know if that's 389 or that's 389, but I think that there's 3s looking down either way. If we... Right, so what I was really thinking about is 3 is either here or here. Now, if 3 is there, that's not 3. And that means that in this box, 3 is restricted in the sense that it's not there and it's not in those 3 cells if this is 389. Now, this can't be 389 because then this cell's broken. So 3 is there. So again, this is conjecture. This could all be the other way round. It could be that that's 389 and there's a 3 here. But therefore, right, so in this box now, if we're in this paradigm, 3 is in... I've got 3 into another 20 cage. Now 3 can't go in this 20 cage because if this is 389, I've got 4 cells in row 6 that are 389. So that is 389. Again, let's bear in mind this could be the other way round. And that means that I've got like an X-wing on 389s. I've got... It's either that one and that one, or that one and that one. And that is... Well, it's fascinating, actually, but I don't know what it does. It does... What does it do? They don't really align, do they? Is this called miser because there's basically no information in it?
Of course it is.
It's tight-fisted. 389. I don't understand. 389. So the other 20 cage then, if we're in this world, what is the other 20 cage? It's not 389. How many ways are there of getting to 20? Probably a lot, I think. You don't have to have a 9. No, you don't have to have a 9 because I can get to 21 without having a 9 with 876. So it's either 875 if there's no 9, or it is 9, and then I've got 2 more digits that add up to 11 that are not 3 and 8. So there are legion ways of doing that. 9, 4, 7, 9, 5, 6. You can't do double 9, 2. So there are... Right, so if this is the right way round, there are 3 ways left of making that work. Not even... I'm not sure if the geometry is quite the same either. This 8, 9 poking down here is different, isn't it? That cell just cannot be an 8 or a 9. Oh, right. Have I got a virtual 8, 9 pair in this row then? That cannot be 8, 9. I can't make... Alright, I can't make 20 with no 8s and no 9s. That's not going to work. So if we are in this world, one of these cells is an 8 or a 9, and that pairs up over here and gives us a 3, 8, 9 triple in the row. Which... But how do I... And this... Oh, I see. So I've got an 8, 9... So in that 2 by 2, I've got 8. I've got 8 and 9. But I can only have one of them in that 20 cage, but I have exactly one of them. Ah, so does that... I don't like this when I have to do this, when I have to put these in a sort of theoretical way, and it could be the other way round. I keep thinking I'm missing things.
Some people call it bifurcating.
It's not bifurcating. It's just assisting the viewer to visualize. I mean, it's totally fine. Whoa.
David
Ratner.
Thank you so much. You are so generous. Doing that during a puzzle called Miser is just ironic. Thank you very much for your incredibly kind comment. And indeed, we all applaud the amazing setters who set such masterpieces.
Wow, that is incredibly nice of you. Thank you, David. Gosh, that's thrown me for a loop now. Right. Oh, I see what you've done. I see what you've done here. Good grief. Right, okay. So, let us count the number of 8s and 9s in that sixsome, because the answer to that is slightly strange. There are 3 8s. Oh no, hang on. There are 4 8s and 9s. No. How many 8s and 9s are there? There are 2 in that one. Oh, now I've totally confused myself. Hang on. I'll be back to you in a moment.
Once I've counted 8s and 9s.
Yeah, once I've counted 8s and 9s. Yes, there are 3. There are 3 in that sixsome, aren't there? Because there's 2 in this one, which could be on this side, and there's 1 in this one. So there are 3, but the thing that's confusing me is when I say there are 3 8s and 9s, there could be 2 8s and 1 9, or 2 9s and 1 8. But there can't be 3 of any one number because they're only in 2 cages. So if we look at these together with this side of the grid, there are 6 8s and 9s in 3 rows. And that's all of the 8s and 9s. So there's a swordfish on 8s and a swordfish on 9s. In the sense that all 3 8s that live, if we're going to ask facetious questions like how many 8s are there in that row of a correctly completed miser, the answer is 1. There's going to be 1 8 there and 1 8 here. So there are 3 8s in these 3 rows and 3 9s. So there are 6 8s and 9s, and they are entirely contained within the 20 cages. I'm sure there was a very quick way I could have just seen that immediately, but I don't know what it is. Now that therefore means that 8s and 9s are in those cells, because I can't put any more 8s and 9s in any of these cells. So there must be an 8 and a 9 up here. And that is very annoying because it doesn't align with this. I don't think. So, okay, but then in this box, because I can't put any 8s and 9s in there, there are 8s and 9s in here. And that doesn't align either. Holy moly, I've done it. Okay, this is seriously clever. This is seriously clever. Okay, so where do 8 and 9 go in that column? Not there, not in the swordfish, and not there apparently. So 8s and 9s are in those 3 cells, which I shall make the celebratory colour of red. No. I will make the celebratory colour of orange. And therefore, where are they in this column? Remembering it doesn't matter which way round my 3, 8, 9 thingies go. Not there, so they're in there. But I know there's some 8s and 9s in here as well. So again, it's like a double swordfish, because now there's a swordfish up here. And this swordfish is more useful because that 18 cage now can't have 8 and 9 in it. That is so beautiful. It is stupidly clever. So hopefully I've made that clear, but it's again, those 9 orange cells have a total of 6 8s and 9s, 3 8s and 3 9s in them. So I can't put more 8s and 9s in there without making too many 8s and 9s in the rows. And if I can't put 8s and 9s in an 18 cage, I know what's in the 18 cage. It must be 5, 6, 7, which means this is not 3, which means now there is a 3 down here in column 6, because these are not, well, these 3s align. I can't put 3s in any of those. Is that what you did, Mark?
It's absolutely superb. Yes, I think anybody who's solved this has done that at some point.
It's just...
It's incredible,
so it's
isn't it?
a
I agree with your
Sudoku
reaction.
with swordfish leading into swordfish. That's not 5.
I mean, I may not have seen it as swordfishes, but I did see that, what you've seen.
So this 15 cage can't have 8 or 9 in it. I don't know if that's quite as restricted, actually. I can't... Right, okay, so... Is it true to say that that is an 8 or a 9? That's what yes, yeah, of course it is. It is true to say that, because these 2 rows can only take 2 8s and 2 9s in them. So I should answer my own facetious questions. And there are 3 8s and 9s in up the orange squares. So this is an 8-9 pair. Oh, for goodness sake. I think it's to do with this cage now. 2. Yeah, okay. Well, there's something here, isn't there? Those 2 cells are restricted by the annoying prospect of doing Sudoku, because they can't be 1, 3, 4, 8 or 9, so they can only be 2, 5, 6 or 7, and that's the same as those ones. So these are 2, 5, 6 or 7. There must be a 2 in here, because in the 2, 5, 6, 7 quad there is a 2 here. And therefore the rest of this row needs the digits that are in the 8 cage, which are 1, 3 and 4. So they're 1, 3 and 4. That's not 3.
Richard Dark just pointed out we've called Jovial stupidly clever.
It's the highest compliment one can give. Now, what's going on? So this has got 2 on it. So this is the counterpart to 5, 6 or 7. And that's interesting, because that means this is not 2, 5, because if this is 2, 5, that's 8. And we know it's not 8 because of the swordfish, which means there's no more 8s in these rows. So that's not got 5 in it, which means it's 2, 6, 7 here, which means that's a 6 or a 7 to make the maths work.
Rosanna, clearly hanging
That's
with the lads
5.
is more important than going to work on time tomorrow. There's no doubt.
That's not 5. 6, 7 pair in column 7. Oh, no, better than that. Look, I've got a 5 now in my, stopping my 22 cage being 5, 8, 9. So that's 6, 7, 9. And that means... Pregnant pause while I wait for my brain to tell me what it means. It means that...
Come on, brain, catch up with Simon.
Naughty brain. Naughty brain. If there's an 8 here, this is 8. 8, 8. Oh, can I work out now whether they've got...
Alex, that is well expressed, but I'm not sure if on Rosanna's deathbed she's going to be glad she stayed tuned to a Sudoku stream either.
6, 7. That digit can only go there in box 3, I think. Those two are the same, so there's more colouring now. Let's make that one. That can be red. I haven't used red yet, so that means that digit goes here somewhere. Okay, and that digit goes there. So there's something going on with 6. So there's a red digit in here. Oh yes, okay, so this digit must live in the 22 cage exactly there. So that's a red digit. So that's not a 9. So where is yellow in all this? There's a yellow here. Yeah, okay, so yellow. I don't know which of these is yellow, but one of them is yellow, and that has to go there, I think. So that means these digits are not 2, 6 or 7 or 1, 3 or 4. So they are 5, 8 and 9, I want to say. That's very annoying indeed. No, it's not actually, because there's a 5 in here therefore. Because in this triple the 5 is horizontal. So that fixes that as a 3. And that as a 5, which fixes that as a 3 and that as a 4. Which does absolutely... Bobbins, lay a little egg for me. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Oh, okay. No, okay. Yes, sorry. Where does 9 go in that row? There's a 9 here, so 9 goes there. So this is a 4, 8 pair. That's not got 4 in it anymore. So this is now 1, 3 pair, which means that that cell is a 4 by Sudoku. This cell is a... Oh, okay, that cell is a 1 because that cell being a 9 means that cell is an 8 and that cell is a 9. And that must mean... Do I know what that digit is? Is that a 2? Yes.
I'm upset you never noticed the top left corner and the digit that went in it.
I'm so sorry. That's probably by design as well. That is 3 in the corner. It's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. Now, what on earth is going on now? What colour is that? That's yellow. Ah, okay. That's yellow. So yellow is now down here. So it's the same. I've got to be careful now, though, because remember that this could all be complete nonsense down at the bottom of the grid.
There's been a lot of panic about whether you'd remember that.
Well, I've remembered it in this moment. I'll probably forget it again in a moment. Okay. I am not at all... In fact, maybe it's sensible, is it, to just get rid of this?
It's going to make me breathe easier if we do.
Yeah, okay. So... I was going to say, can I represent it like with colours, but even that's dangerous because if I make those the same, it could end up being those the same.
Imagine you making up a new colour to do that with.
Okay, 1 is aligning here now. So 1 is down at the bottom. And 1 isn't in this one, is it? Because if that's a 1... In fact, can that be a 3? I've got a 3 pencil mark here. Why have I got a 3 pencil mark? That is a remnant. That is a fossil left over by me claiming that this was a 389 and then thinking about where 3 went in this box, and it has to go at the bottom. So we don't know there's a 3 here, but I do know there's a 3 here, or there's a 3 there. And that means that is not 3.
Thank you very much, Otto, for
and it's also
tempting me, I know, to say Norwegian dollars, but I'm not going to.
We also know that one of these colours, I don't know which one, but either green or purple is a 1, and either green or purple is a 2. So that can't be 1 or 3, and that is a 1-3 pair, I think, in box 8. And that does absolutely nothing. I find it much more stressful doing these live streams than I do in a quiet afternoon in front of the webcam.
What? But you're still in front of the webcam.
No, but it's the fact that I can turn it off. That's the difference. I don't know what to do now.
Yes, ultraviolet. That's a good idea, Robert. An ultraviolet colour that nobody else can see.
Here.
Alex says you're in front of the webcam today being judged.
Yes.
And believe me, Alex, exactly. We're being judged every day.
Right, so there's an 8 and a 9 in here. So there's a 9 in here, isn't there? And there's an 8 on this side of the grid. Because I need another 8 and another 9 beside these, the 1-8 and the 1-9 that are in here, in order to make my fishes work. So does that mean that this can't be 389? No, because it's the same on this side. Does that mean this can't be 389? The logic is the same. Whichever one of these is 389, that digit gets pushed into one of these two cells. So there's... all we know is there's an 8 or a 9 in one of those cells.
Thank you very much, Shane.
Thank
Just
you so
echoing
much,
David,
Shane. A
thanking
big
us for all we
orange
do.
thing jumped up on my screen.
One of your saving graces. Wow, wow. Well, it's Canadian whiteout. Good Lord. Even if our humility won't accept it, your wit and compassion are what this world needs. Well, that's such a kind thing to say. Wishing you all the best as well from us. And Rick Clan, I don't know what challenge I need. I mean, Simon's doing the guess the setter because he has this bizarre belief that he can identify setters. I don't have these crazy beliefs about my own abilities, I don't think.
I don't understand.
Rosanna asked, how many videos have we started but never published? I reckon these days
Several.
it's about 1 in 10, but there are some very bad weeks occasionally.
We did an interview this morning for the World Puzzle Federation, and they asked that question. And your answer was 1 in 10, and I think mine's much closer to 1 in 5. But that's because I'm doing much harder
you will be able to
puzzles.
see my solves at the World Sudoku Championship. I don't think there are any facilities in place for that. Could I give them to Simon to solve in a subsequent stream? You do know there's about 100 puzzles that are presented. I don't think we'll be doing that.
Wondering about the fact I've got a 9 up here.
Earlier my answer was 1 out of 7. That might be right. Who knows? That must. It varies at different times of the year or something. I don't know. Maybe there are biorhythms at play.
So this 9 is interesting, I think.
Thank you very much, Mark, for another donation. Why do Vanilla voiced Simon and Ribena voiced Mark not sing the REM song to its actual tune? Well, mine is because I can't carry a tune. That's why. Simon's just riffing on it.
Right, I'm going to say something now that I think is true, and that is that I know that this 6-sum contains 3 of the digits 8 and 9, and that is a 4th digit of 8 and 9, and these two columns together only have 4 of the digits 8 and 9. So I think that means that this stuff down here has got 2 8s in it and 1 9 only, which means that which means that one of these cages doesn't have a 9 in it, and therefore it is 5 7 8. And that must mean something. So, right, yeah, I know one of them is 3 8 9 over here, and one of them now I think is 5 7 8. So I don't really know how to pencil mark this. 5 7 8, 3 8 9. Don't want to lose the 8. Now 7, look. Oh no, that is so clever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, for goodness sake, Jovial. Okay, so now I know what red can't be. That's right, it must be right. Because one of these cages is 5 7 8, I can't do without a 7 in it. And therefore if red is 7, it's broken. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's a ridiculous setting, assuming that's what I'm meant to do, which I'm sure it is, because it won't let me do all those at the same time. So 7 goes in those. So 7 is now not in those. 9 is not in those. Does that mean... So 9 is on this side, 7 is on this side. sorry, I should understand this. I'm just being too slow. That's not 9. Look, there's a 9 here. Okay, I don't quite know what that means. Well, beyond that, which is just, to me anyway, just completely crazy. What I find amazing about something like that is that that's built in to sort of quite a late stage of a puzzle that had swordfish into swordfish in it.
Franken swordfish.
A Franken, is that what it's called?
Apparently.
A Franken swordfish. Right, there's a 6 down here now. Let's not neglect Sudoku. There's a 7 over here, so that there's no 7s in this side. So this side... Oh, right. Okay, so this side I know a bit about as well. Because this has 8s in those 2 positions. Well, 1 8, which means that there are not 2 8s down here. But there are 3 of the digits, 8 and 9. So there are 2 9s and 1 8 down here. So there's one that's 3 8 9, and then there's another one that's just got 9 in it but no 8. And no 7. So it's got in it 9 and then 11 more, which is not 2 9. It can't be 3 8 because we've already got 9 3 8 here. It can't be 4 7 9 5 6. So there's 9 5 6 over here, 9 5 6 over here, and 3 8 9 over here. And those are not 8s.
Please, people in chat, no spoilers. We just don't want them posted. You will get timed out.
That's 7, look, so those are not 7. So this is 2 6. Now, what does that mean, though? The answer to that is I would love to know. I'd love to know if there's a way that I can sort of work out which way round this all goes. It still looks to me like it goes that way round. 3 8, if that's 3 8 9. That would be 3 9, that would be 8. This would be 5 6 9.
Yes, Matt, I do like the way Simon has heavily pencil marked these 20 pages.
Oh,
it's great.
That's so unkind. That's so unkind. I defy anybody to do this puzzle without doing some pencil marking.
No reason ever to do no pencil mark.
4 in this box is down in one of those cells. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Right, that's interesting. Because if 4 is down here, I've got green here as well, which is that digit. So those digits are from 1, 2 and 4 now. That one is not 1. Oh, come on. What's going on here? So 4. Oh, I can get a 4. Right, I can see I can get 4 in the grid. 4 is in those cells, which are green. Oh, so is that right? Because if that's right, and green has to go in here along with 4, this is the same pencil marking. So this is 1, 2, 4. And that means that's neither of these can be a 6 by the looks of things. So I put 6 in the corner. And that means I've got a 1, 2, 4 triple here. So those squares are 9. Oh, they're 9 and 7 apparently. Right, so that's 7. That's 9. That's not 9 anymore. One of these is a 7. That one is not 7. What was it I was looking to do? I was trying to get a 5, 5, 7, 8 into one of these. So if this is 5, 7, 8, that's a 7. And then this would be 3, 8, 9. That would be 5, I think. It's close, but no cigar, I think. What's going on? Why can't I just do it now? It feels like it wants to crack. If I could just bend it a bit more to my will here. How do we bend it just a little tiny bit further? Right, got it. I think. I'm just checking. Yes, okay. So my 3 in the corner up here I think is now important. Because those don't seem to be able to be 3. 3 has to be in one of these cells. Now if that's 3, I've got to put 8, 9 here to make the 20 cage, and I don't seem to be able to do that. So that's not 3, and that means 3 is in there, which means that is 3, 8, 9. Good grief. This is one of the most brilliant puzzles, Jovial, I have ever solved in my life. I don't know what we should do with this, but people should see this puzzle. It's just completely ridiculous.
Right, museum doesn't exist yet, sadly.
Right, so this is 5, 6, 9, so that's not got 3 in it now. So this has got 9 horizontal, and we know that we've got the 3, 8, 9 thing going as the X-wings, haven't we? So we now know this is 3, 8, 9, which means that's not got 5 in it. That is now a 9. That's, what was this one then? 5, 7, 8. Yes, okay, so the 7 goes there, in fact. So this has got to be a 5, 8 pair. This is now a 3. That's now an 8.
Good to see you.
That's a 4. Oh,
Thank
brilliant
you,
puzzle, by the way.
Music.
Brilliant puzzle today, F-Jam. I'm sorry I couldn't add up to 12 at the end of it.
Was there a problem at the very finish then?
Yeah, about the
didn't
last
go in
2
right.
digits. No, I
How
said
irritating.
I said something like that means this cage has to add up to 12, and I then made the 2 digits I had highlighted add up to 12, ignoring the 1 that was also in the cage.
Well, my video for today is going up in 2 minutes, and I think the constructor is in chat with us at the moment.
Okay, so that's a 2. This is a 1, 4 pair. Now, if that's a 2, oh, this is huge. This is done. This is going to do it. Look, because that's a 2 down there, which gives me a 4 here, and that must be a 1. That must be a 1. I don't quite know what's going on there, but that feels like it must nearly be done. What are those squares? 1, 5.
One Marusha.
So this bottom of this column is now a 3. And if that's a 3, it's not a 2. So that's a 2, because I need a 2 down there. That's now not a 9, look. Oh, come on, Simon. Finish this. Must finish from here. Ah! Do I know what that digit is? Oh, I do know there's a 2 up here, don't I? I do, but does that mean...
Thank you very much, Phoenix IX. An option in the software to make the keypad the same way around as Sven's software.
2.
Well, it's tricky. They're different software developers, and everybody who uses the apps has got used to them now. So I'm sorry about your muscle memory. Oh, the Pilot Man, thank you very much. One of the best communities on YouTube. Totally agree with you about that. Feels amazing to be part of it. Love the videos and streams. Getting obsessed for the channel from my physics teacher, Mr. O'Neill, my favourite teacher now. Mr. O'Neill is now my favourite teacher.
Yes, yeah, Mark and I like Mr. O'Neill. Now look, not sure if this is useful, but 6 in this box down here, I think has to be in one of those cells. So 6 has to be in one of those cells. Does 6 have to be here? Unfortunately not.
That's a 3, it's not a 2. Another brilliant knowledge bomb.
I could just keep those coming all day.
Speciality.
I didn't ask for these powers.
Use them for good.
Can I get 4? I can get 4 there by Sudoku. Naughty 4s making me do Sudoku. Okay. I'm struggling to see. Maybe it's this pen. I might have to pencil mark this box, which will amuse Mark. 2, 5, 6, 7 into those squares. Now, what can we get rid of? We can get rid of 2 and 6 from the corner. So this is 5 or 7, apparently. That is not 7. That is lots of things. Worrying. What's going on? Why is it being naughty now? What's going on?
Knowledge bomb and numpty man, the heroes we all need.
1, 2, 3, 5.
They really are.
Oh, goodness me, this is a Markism. Right, that square, I think, is a naked single.
Yay for the naked single.
Well, I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8. And I seem to have a 1, 3, 2 and 5 there. So that has to be 8, which is very surprising. That means that is 8, look. Which might do something. So this little square here has to be 2 or 5. And that's resolved. Yeah, here we go. So by Sudoku, that's 2 or 5, because it can't be 1 or 3. But look, I do have a 2 pencil mark here, so that's got to be 5, which means that's 5, that's 1, that's 1, that's 1, that's 3, that's 3, that's 2. Oh, that's nearly very exciting. But that being 5 is also exciting, because that means that's 5, which means this is a 6-9 pair, which means the 6 goes here. Oopsie, 6. Go 6 in. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's a 7. This is an 8. This is a 4. I might have done it. Right, 8 in the bottom row seems to have to be here. 9 is therefore there. That's a nothing. It's a 5 or a 7 and it's not resolved. But it is resolved because that's a 5. Okay, so that's a 7. That's a 5. These 2 squares are now a 2-6 pair. 2-6 pair. This 5 is giving me a 5 and an 8 over here. So that's become a 3 out of nowhere at all. This is 8, 9. The 3 and the 1 get solved. The 1 and the 4 get solved.
Well, thank you, Texas Game Mom. Thank you indeed. And yes, there is a lot of beauty in the logic that is still.
This is 7.
We're very happy to point anyone
5, 4. 4 goes here. Why is my 2-6 not resolved on this side? Okay, well, 2 must go there in that box. So that's 2, that's 6, that's something, that's 7. Okay, so hopefully something here is going to be very useful indeed. Otherwise, I've made a ricket. That's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 6. It's resolving. Oh, thank goodness for that. What a puzzle. That is so clever. That is so
brilliant, isn't it?
Absurdly clever, I cannot tell you. That is one of the best killer Sudoku, well, it's the best Sudokus I've ever seen. The swordfish in that moment with the 6s. I don't know how you do this. I just don't know how you do it. Just mad clever, Jovial. Mad.
Soft to jovial for that. Incredible. That's a really good solve as well, by the way.
Well, you say that, but it's
And
51
well, I
minutes.
say that, and I'm looking at the time and wondering, you know, if this next puzzle is going to be anything like that, we're not going to get to guess the setter today.
Right, look, let me just go to OBS Mark and switch over to you. So I need to turn you on, Mark's perspective on, and I need to turn me off. Okay, hopefully that has worked.
Do you think I should click play, or can you see the screen?
Just
Is it pixelated?
Well, it might be a bit pixelated, but I don't think if I can do anything about that. But I think.
Okay.
Oh, Jovial says you did very good. Oh, that's a relief. Totally Normal Cat took well over an hour. Oh, I don't feel too bad about that then. That's Totally Normal Cat is a total genius. So, that's made me feel a bit better.
So you must be too.
Well, that is just ludicrous, as you know. But I think the stream is working. I think.
Okay. Well, I'm clicking on this puzzle now, which is
Oh, by the way, this is a hard puzzle. This is definitely a hard puzzle.
Great news. Just what I wanted at this
now
point.
I can have my wine.
Oh, look at it. It's all 2-cell arrows. This is not what I like. Everything, every arrow in this is a 2-cell arrow, which, you know, is as close to, talk about miserly. What on earth can you do with these? I suppose you can say 9 is not on a 2-cell arrow. So put 9 in one of those. So, okay, well, that's going to keep 9 out of those and put it in one of those. And then I'm just about done. No, 9 is in one of those.
This is by Udakos.
Sudokus is just fantastic. But I am terrified. Oh, look, 9 in one of those as well. I'm being very slow to spot where these 9s must be going. What else does that mean? Oh, hang on. What about moving on to 8s? Oh, that's so weird. Look, these can't contain 9s because of that pair. So these arrows can't contain 8s. And that one can't either because that can't be a 9. So 8 is now in one of these cells. I'm not seriously going to pursue this around the grid and then do 7s or something. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to get much more out of that. Those could be a 9, so we could have 8 here. That can't be a 9.
Someone asks how you concluded 9 had to be in row 7, columns 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, is that bogus? Because I thought 9 couldn't be on those cells in box 8 because they're on 2-cell arrows. That's why. Oh, in box 6, I said it had to be there. That was because 9 couldn't be. No, box 6.
No, I think, I think the question is about row 7, column 4, 5, and 6.
Okay,
And
well,
I think you're right about
I've
that.
explained that.
Yeah.
Okay. But now 9 and 8 can't be in any of these circles. So, what does that mean? Doesn't seem to mean anything. Don't know what it means at all. 8 can't be there. Ugh. That could be a 9. So in this box, 8 doesn't have to be up there. It could be, oh, that could be a 9 as well. It's just this one that can't. This must be the sort of thing you have to do, but crikey, I think there's a lot of work ahead. 9 and 8 are there. What does that mean for these? Okay, maybe what do these add up to? That's quite an interesting question, because that's going to be the same total as what these add up to. So this one could be 7 or less. These could be 8 and 7 or less. Now the total of those is 22. And the minimum for these is 21, being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's interestingly close.
Thank you very much to Lorna, who is a very regular watcher of the streams, very generous. Thank you, Simon and Mark, for this amazing community you've created. The hard work and time you put in is so appreciated. And to Ottar Birkland, thank you very much, Ottar. Are you the one who said that there are no beautiful people earlier on? I forgive you.
Ended up with a 9876 quadruple using my 1 degree of freedom in box 8. And if anybody needs that explained again, I'm happy to do it. I think these have to be minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 21. The maximum I've got in these circles is 877, which is 22. So there's only 1 degree of freedom, but there's also only 1 degree of freedom over these, which have to be the complement to 45 of 21 or 22. So they include 9 and 8, which we knew before, but either 7 or 6. So that is a quadruple. So these are 5, 4, or 3. And these are all from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am not afraid of pencil marking everything to death. It's my name. It's not worth marking that. That was interesting.
What's this going on? Have you paid people to come into the chat?
Are they being nice about me?
Yeah.
It's not that shocking.
Mark A. de Jong, another donation. Pencil mark, more like handsome Mark.
Yeah, he's right though, isn't he? I think we established Mark was talking about himself earlier when he was
I see.
No, what? Oh, it's annoying. You feel like you've done something and then there's just nothing left after it. 8 is in one of those. Where's 1 in this box? Could be anywhere. No. Yeah, it could be anywhere. Okay, there's a 9. That can't be a 9. This is the pencil marked 9 here. Ah, 8 can't be there, can it? Because that would require this to be a 9 in the corner. And since 8 is in one of those cells and can't be there, 8 is left to be in one of those 2. Therefore, it is on an arrow here. And one of these 2 circles is a 9. I do not know how to pencil mark that.
What, not even you?
Shut up. So I'm going to colour them red to try and remind myself that one of them is a 9. Not even you. So, 9. Those is a 9. So this can't be a 9 because it's seen by one of those, whichever one is a 9, even if they might both be 9s, but at least one is a 9. Oh, hang on. Now I've got start doing pencil marking. Right, okay. But I was going to do the red pencil marks. I don't quite understand how I got them last time. So we're down to 9 in one of those 2. One of these is an 8-1 pair. What's that mean for me? this arrow, which can't have a 1 on it and adds up to 8 or fewer. Don't know. These could have an 8 on. That one even could have an 8 on.
I think that's a bit strong, Weecock. I don't think everybody can sign up to that, really. Weecock says that we like Mark, even if he doesn't like jam.
Is it the jam that's the issue for you, Simon?
Well, I think for a lot of people, it's a big issue.
It's a deal breaker. How about that 3, 4, 5 pair? So these, I don't know. No, I don't think that's useful considering those as a pair particularly. There probably is a repeat digit amongst them. I think there must be, and that repeat digit will go somewhere here, but I don't think I can use that. Or 7 is also somewhere here. Don't know what to do with that. One of these reds being 9, then not understand. Oh dear. Maybe I've got to try this adding up the 6 cells trick again somewhere. Yes, no, I mean, I know 8's been forced into one of those places. I might as well mark it. Therefore, 1 must be in one of them as well with the 8. These have to add up to somewhere between 13 and 17. Not 13, actually, between 14 and 17. No, there's a 9 in one of those, so between 15 and 17. Oh, if that... Oh, hang on, I've said there's a 9 in one of those cells, and then I've marked this as possibly a 9. I'm an absolute... I am Numpty Man from the earliest stream. How disappointing to be so foolish. Okay, so that's not the 9. This must be the 9 with the 8-1 on it, I reckon. And the 8-1 are here. And not there. Okay. So I've got a digit in the grid. Hurrah. Now it's got to be a 9 in... Ah, there's a 9 in one of those, so there's a 9 in one of those two. And there's a 9 in one of those two. Don't think those 9s are going to help. That's not a 9.
Celery asks, what is it about jam that you don't like, Mark?
It's mostly the consistency of it, Hank. Is this a problem for people that I don't like? I mean, I don't hate it. I just don't ever choose it. Now, these could add up. The minimum they could be is 2, 3, 4, 5, which adds up to 14. So these two cells, which can't be a 9, must have an 8. They're either 8, 6 or 8, 7, and they include an 8. And this can't be an 8 anymore. And that means that we've got a 6, 7 pair and an 8, 9 pair. Ha ha. So these add up to 17 now. Oh, I've got a 6, 7, 8 triple now as well. And 9 in one of those. What did I say? These add up to 17. This is 6, 7, or 8, which takes us up to 23, 24, or 25, leaving 20, 21, or 22 down here. With a 9. Oh, that's not actually that helpful. But all of these have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, because they can't be 9, 8, 7, or 6. Oh, these two add up to 6 or 7. No, I was going to say they don't have a 3, then that's not true. 17 here. So these we know add up to 14 or 15. Plus 9 is 23 or 24. 22 or 21 along here, not including an 8. So it's either 975 for 21 or 976 for 22. So there's 7 of those cells. Oh, can I roll 7 onto the arrows or into those? Not sure. These, I don't know. We know there's an 8 there. Oh, come on, this is coming now.
Trevor Nicholas, thank you very much for the donation. He's excited for Greatest Hits Volume 2. And thanks us for being consistent. Not long now for...
consistently awful. 9 and 7, 8 over here. Everything else was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, if you want to talk, Simon, do go ahead. I'm just muttering.
No, I wasn't going to talk, but I can tell you something if you want.
Oh, about the puzzle? No, don't yet.
No, okay.
Don't yet. Give me a moment. Unless you're very keen to get on.
No, not at all. Not at all. Celery. Fistemafel likes jam, apparently.
That's it.
That doesn't surprise me.
If that was 6, it would be, if one of these was 6, it would be 2, 4. And the 8 would be 3, 5. But if they were 7 and 8, this would be 2, 3, 4, 6. Now, down here, there's either a 7 or a 6. It's ruled out of here. 7 is also ruled out of there. So if this was 8, 7, these would add up to 15, 24, 32. If this is a 6, that's 6 and that's 7 is 13. If that's a 7, that's 7 and that's 6 and it's still 13. It's always 13. Plus 9 and 8 is 30. Those add up to 15 to make 45. That's an 8, 7 pair. Now, there is no 7 in those cells. There's 7 on one of these arrows, and it goes with a 1 to make 8, which goes in that cell. There's my second number in the grid. And there's going to be an 8 in one of those. Oh, come on now. Which arrow has the 7? Probably a good reason for one of them. These add up to 15. Don't think I'm going to know how they're made up any more than I do at the moment. These, what did I say these added up to? 13. That's 8. No, I don't know, that's not useful. Did I get past the point you were going to tell me something?
I can't tell because I haven't really been concentrating, but I do know that I thought a bit differently about some of the puzzle than you.
Well, it's hardly surprising to me. Mm. 7 pair here or here. If that's a 1-7 pair, this is a 2-3 to make 5. 1, 7, 2, 3, 5 there makes that a 4. That would make this a 3. This is quite constrained. That's 2. That's a 1. That's a 1, 2. It's quite cool. Oh, 1, 7 there would make that 7. Let's go. Oh, see, 1, 7 there would make this a 9, 8, 7 triple. One of them's right and one of them's wrong. Oh. 17 there. 26. These add up to 14 or 15. So these add up to 14 or 15. Plus 17 there is 31 or 32. Is that right? Yes, it is. So these add up to 14 or 13 and are either 9, 4 or 9, 5. And that stops there. Those two add up to the same as those. I don't know what that is. Oh no, these are always going to add up to whatever those two do. There's a 1x1. That's the sort of thing Simon would see immediately, so that can't be a 1. There's a 1 in one of those cells. Let's think again. If that was 1, 7, that becomes 2, 3, 4. 1, 7, 2, 3, 4. That would be 5 or 6. And the other way around, if that's 1, 7, that's a 7. It's 5, 6, or 7. I should be thinking about what numbers make 17 here, or where 1 goes, or something. I do find this difficult. 6 has to be here somewhere. I don't know what that is. That's going to come late on. Right there. Where does 8 go in this box? I don't know. 1 and 8 are in this group of cells. Yes, 1 is in one of those two. Oh, so, 1 can't be in this cell, because that would be 7 or 8, and they're a pair down here. So I've got 1 in row 7. And that is going to tell me that this is not a 1, 7 pair. They're here. And 7 is here. Another number. That's not a 7. That's not very helpful. Although this is 2, 4, 2, 6, or 3, 5. This pair is 2, 6, or 3, 5, definitely. There's no 1 on that. Yes, this was important, wasn't it? That's 2 and 3 making it 5 here. That's going to give us, well, no 5s in those cells. This can't be 8 or 9 minus 2, 3, or 4. Has to be 5, 6. Can't be 7 or 8, so it's 5 or 6. One of those has a 2 in it. Oh, that's a 2, 3. Oh, I've broken it. That's really disappointing. That now can't be anything that makes 8. Oh, bother. Can I go back to where I broke it? Anybody telling you what I've done wrong?
No, because our mods are so awesome that there's never any there's never
So
anything in
there's
the
never any
chat.
hints to read. Okay, well, what I thought I got to this point okay, but then I concluded that the one in this row couldn't be there because of that 1/8 pair. As long as that 9 was good. I mean, honestly, if I've gone wrong here, then I mean, if I've gone wrong before here, you're going to have to tell me anything you know because I'm going to have to restart and we're just in a world of pain. But let me just see again. Now, I thought this couldn't be a 1 because that would have to be 7 or 8 to make up the total. I still believe that. This becomes a 1. But now this pair has to add up to no more than 5. But unfortunately, if I put 2, 3 there, I can't fill these cells to make 8. So I am totally broken. And from some time ago, that is depressing.
It's hard for me because I'm just coming into this like halfway through, but
Yeah.
and I don't even know whether what I would tell you would be useful. But I thought, like, if you look at box 8, for example,
Yeah.
row 7, column 3,
Yeah.
has to live on an arrow cell in there.
It has to be in here. That's true.
And therefore, the other digits that are not it add up to at least 15, if you see what I mean.
Because there's a 6, 7 pair, and the other ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You mean?
Well, yeah, so the way, it's like an equation, I think. Because whatever's in row 7, column 3 goes on an arrow.
Yeah.
So you could say row 7, column 3 plus row 8, column 7 plus row 9, column 7 equal those 6 digits in box.
I did do that earlier.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, because I wasn't watching the soul. You might have done this already, and this might not help. But then, because row 7, column 3 goes on an arrow, one of those scissory arrows,
Yeah.
it's removed from both sides of the equation.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay.
So the other cells must add to at least 15.
15.
And
yes.
you've got, I see you've got 6 still pencil marked into those cells. So on the right. And I seem to remember there was something similar in box 1.
You think I can't have a 6 in those because...
Well, they need to add to 15 because the row 7, column 3 digit will cancel out.
Wherever it sits here,
Wherever it sits
cancel out. But doesn't that mean that it's the other 5 digits that will add to 15?
Correct, but they must add to at least 15 because they must all be different.
So 15 plus that
equals
well,
that.
Equals that plus those.
Yes.
So they must be 15. Okay.
Or
well,
more,
I did
or
get
more,
that.
or more, or more.
Well, they can't be more if my 9 pencil mark is right, and I think it is.
Okay, so they, I think, have to be...
Yeah, they have
7,
to be 8,
8.
7. I'm happy with that.
And I think I could do something similar, or I did something similar in box 1 when I looked at this.
Well, I mean, I'm reasonably happy with this 9, unless that could have been a 9 still and the 8 1 could sit here. Is that possible? Did I rule that out wrongly? That is possible. Why didn't I think that could be a 9? With those 3 pencil marked as the spots for 9 at one point. Maybe that's what I've done wrong. My only early digit was just bogus. That's possible. 9 could sit there. as far as I can see, with a 1-8 pair here. But then these don't have to have an 8 in anymore, and that's depressing. Why did I rule 9 out of this cell?
Let me look at that.
Oh dear, very sorry, audience members. This is dismal.
Those digits at least. I don't know how you eliminated it.
Wouldn't be a 9, because there is a 9 in one of those. So the 9 is in one of these two, not those two. It's in one of these two. And therefore, one of these sets is an 8-1. I mean, in a competition, I would go from the fact that I proved it's not there, but that's a bit unfair. Now again, 21. What's the maximum here? If that's a 9, they could both be 8s to make 25 on the arrows. If that's a 9. Well, you run into this problem with the 1s and the 2 and 3. So that becomes 1-8. You can't have a 1 there. You can't get 1 in there because that's still right. So you'd have a 1 there, a 2, 3 there, 5, and that 1, 2, 3 would stop this pair adding up to anything, including 8. So that can't be 1-8. And that can't be 9. Or be red. Well, what am I doing now? Sorry, I'm losing control here. Right, that's the 1-8, I reckon now. And if it's not, chat can scream and the moderators will deal with them. And I'm coming down to 7 or 6 in that cell because it sees a 9 there and an 8 there. This is a 9 in my new theory. There's no 9 in those cells. But now I can't rule 8 out of there and 7 and 6 out of these. Oh, and maybe that's the problem why I couldn't rule 1 out of this. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the chat again. What did you say?
I'm saying that all of this was based on ruling 1 out of row 7, column 7. And I'm not sure I could do that because my new possibilities here, which ought, wow, they don't force this cell to be 6 or 7. Well, maybe they do in some way because of what you were saying earlier about that 6 or 7 is on those arrows. 9 has to be in one of these two. Can that be an 8? If these were 9, 6, 21, 30, they would have to add up to 15. They can't do that. Okay. These two cells, even allowing for that, yeah, their maximum value is an 8 and a 5 is 13, plus that is 22. These have a minimum of 23 with 6 or 7 here, leaving 17 or 16 here. It could just be 16. That's so irritating. 16 there, 7 there. And 7, 7, that would still be an 8. just a fraction away from proving anything there. So I'm going to have to put the 1 back there. I still think this is 9. Can I proceed like that, or is that totally illegal?
I just don't know, because I'm not sure how you got it. I don't know how you got the 1 and the 8 on the arrow. Why was that?
Well, because I figured 9 couldn't be here because the 1, 8 there would force a 1 into that cell.
But is it because you've got an 8 at the top in column box 3? Is it? I don't know how you got those 8s.
Yeah, it's partly it's partly to do with that, and that 8 I think is solid.
Oh, I see.
There.
From the
I'm
7,
happy
8
enough
pair.
with that.
Yeah, I get you. Okay.
So there is an 8 somewhere here.
Okay.
There is a 9 in those cells. So the 8 can't be there. It must be in one of those 2. The 9 must be in one of those 2. So the 1, 8 is in one of those groups. And I'm saying if it's there, the 1 in row 7 ends up in one of those 2 cells. And earlier, I was hoping that it couldn't be there because this was 9 or 8. But now, well, I'm also thinking it can't be here.
It could, well, if your pencil marking
No,
right,
that's
it can't
absolutely
be there.
right.
It can't
the
be
1
there
cannot
ever.
be here.
No.
Because that becomes 2, 3, and those can't be filled.
Yeah.
So this is a 1. If, that's
well,
if this is a 9 with a 1, 8 there, then that's a 1. But that's possible and depressing. I don't know what to do at this point. I've broken this puzzle badly.
We could go on to a Skunk Works and then come back to this
I think
next
that
time.
might be the best thing to do. Come back to this next time. Is that okay with people?
I'm sure.
Sorry, folks.
I'm sure.
There you go. Somebody was asking earlier, we want to see the videos where you fail. You get to see one today. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Everyone's pleased because they can say you're in a jam.
I really am. Okay, let's try the Skunk Works puzzles.
Okay.
Guess the set of puzzles. So what I've got, Simon, is a list of 6 of the 8 puzzles they sent.
Okay.
And so I've sent you now that list of 6 puzzles. Now, why have I chosen 6 out of the 8? For 2 reasons. One of the puzzles couldn't be shown comfortably in our software. And 2 of them were by setters who had done less than a dozen puzzles on the channel. So the 6 that are left have been done by setters who've done more than 12 puzzles on the channel, and 4 of them are in our top 25 most solved constructors.
Okay.
Those are the clues I'm giving you at the moment. And are you able to see the grids yet?
No, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to my emails now. Hang on.
Right, so I will say further that, all we know is that these have been prepared for this contest, that almost anybody could be involved in Skunk Works.
Okay.
Sudoku.
Hang on, I'm just...
There may even be guests for these purposes. So all you get...
It's going to take me a moment or two to load these into the,
that's fine.
machine.
All you get is that information about how many puzzles these people have set for the channel.
I'm going to guess Grockles for one called 8 blocks. There we go. I've guessed one already. I'll just doing it from. Are
you able to show them, or is that
I will in
difficult?
a minute. Sorry, I'm just trying to load them into the browser.
And yes, Revis agrees with me that I honestly don't see how you can possibly guess the setters. It just seems weird to me that you think you can. But I'll be absolutely fascinated if you get them or get close. And if you just have no idea, then I will narrow down with a list of setters that Riff Clown has sent me, about 20 strong that could be involved, that will be involved.
Okay. Hang on a minute. I think I might have loaded the same one. Oh, sorry, I've
should
loaded the
do
same
a guess
one
the
in
jam
twice.
challenge. Why would you do that to me, Celery? I'm very mean. Yes, no guessing in chat, says Emily, and I think that's right. Please don't look at these puzzles and guess the setter because that might help. You might be right. And we'd much rather see Simon have his guesses first. Are you planning to guess based on just what the puzzles look like, Simon, or are you going to solve one?
I don't know yet. I'm going to try and solve one, I think, but I'm just trying to load them in to the browser. I haven't got that far yet. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 of them loaded in. I need to do. You said there were 6, did you?
I've sent 6, yeah.
Okay, 1 second or 2.
And for anybody who's seen the Skunk Works list, I've left out numbers 1 and 7.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to guess Joseph Namer for that one.
Ooh, put it on screen. Put it on screen.
Hang on. Let me just.
Somebody says by Fistemafel. They're all by Fistemafel.
Okay, so I've got that one. I've missed off one here. Oh, it might be that first one I've missed off. Copy and paste. Is that coming up? Right, so I've got. Yeah, I've got 6 puzzles now. By question mark. Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no clues there.
Right, so let me see if I can make the.
They are 6 unique setters, Rosemary. They're all by different people.
I don't know.
They're all by individuals. There's no combos.
H12, is it that one?
They're still seeing my screen.
Yeah, that's because I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
difficult. The OBS is tough.
Can you see it differently now? Does it look better now?
My screen's on a lag, so I'm going to have to wait for somebody to tell us.
I don't know if I've done it correctly. I've tried to. Let me just go back to the.
Yep, we can see the new puzzle, says Megalam. Yes, there is a puzzle up on screen.
Okay, so you can see.
Although remember, we can't see the title or the rules because my face is in the way.
Okay, so I'll show you them. I've got something called Palindrome Killer Arrow by question mark, which looks like it's a. Just reading the rules really quickly. A palindrome, cages, so killer cages, arrows. Looking at that, I would say that's being created by. I don't know. Can you just tell me the rules again? This could be any one of 150 setters or something. Is that
well? It could be any one of 150 setters, but it can't because everybody who I have sent you these 6 puzzles for has been featured on our channel at least 13 times, and right. 4 of them basically at least 20 times because they're in the top 25. At least
20 times. So I have solved
4 out of the 6 of them at least 20 times.
Okay, so I'm just gonna flick through these puzzles now. So there's this one, which I thought was by Grockles the moment it came up, because I think I have either done or seen a puzzle by Grockles that involved a squarish pattern like this. There's a 3 in the corner. I'm just reading the chat to see. And then there's this one, which is.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you nothing until you've said something about
this one.
However many you want to say something about.
This is a killer Sudoku. I don't see how I can tell who that's by without solving it. This one is called LK Sandwich by question mark. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Clues outside the grid.
About question mark being my brother.
So this is Little Killer, a clue outside the grid with no arrow, and then Little Killer and Sandwich is just that one. This is the one I thought was by Joseph Namer, because this looks like his create your own Sudoku series where you have to build out your thingies. Anti-Knight, Anti-King Killer. I'm just reading it. Hang on. This identical digits cannot be a knight's move or king's move apart. The digits inside a cage, and you've got to build some cages. That sounds quite hard. And then an irregular with probably Renban. Oh, And X, there's no XVs. Cells separated by an X sum to 10. Cells separated by a V sum to 5. All X's and V's are given. Okay. Place 1 to 8 must be placed. So, okay, I have not got a Scooby-Doo who that one is by looking at it. That one's Joseph Namer. This one I can't tell without doing it. This one I can't tell without doing it. This one I think is by Grockles. Has Grockle, what is it, 13 times on the channel? Does that include Grockles?
That's a requirement. No.
No, oh, so it's not by, oh no, I've already got it wrong. Oh no. Okay.
I'll tell you, I mean, go on then, carry on for a moment.
All right, and this one, palindrome killer arrow. That one, I am going to say... Problem is, I don't know who is in the Skunk Works either, so I'm really struggling to know. I think
you have to assume it could be anyone.
Yeah, but there are lots of authors that I really wonder whether they've got to 12 solves on the channel, even though I would be very familiar with them. I don't know. I don't think this is by Bataku. It's not Bataku's style, but Bataku, has Bataku had that many solves? Probably not.
Don't think so, no.
Like this one, I would say, is by somebody like... this could... No, I don't think this is by Joseph Namer. I've already got my teeth into the Joseph Namer one. This one I think is by Florian Wortman or Marvin Canhauser or I don't know who else. I don't know who else. Who are the top three then? Are the top three the gas setters? So there's that Sam, Clover.
Yeah, they are Sam, Clover, and Philip, just by virtue of being on the gas.
So one of those. Right. So one of these could be by one of those. Don't tell me if yes or no. So if I had to guess one of these that was by,
then I'll just list you the people who are in the categories I'm talking about.
Okay.
The channel. So
all right. Okay.
Sam, Philip, and Clover.
Yeah.
Fistamafel, Ard, Richard Stoke, Shy, Joseph Namer.
All right,
Kodak.
hang on. I can eliminate some of these straight away. So let me eliminate. None of these is by Ard van der Vetering. None of these is by Richard Stoke. None of these is by... Ooh, I was about to say none of them are by Shy. Do I think... I think Shy is just doing classics at the moment. So none of these is by Shy.
So after that was Joseph Namer, Kodak.
Oh, Kodak.
Jovial.
Oh, hang on. Kodak and Jovial. Let me just think about that.
I mean, I really do want to reveal something at this point. I'm going to tell everybody watching.
Okay, all right.
That to my absolute unbelievable astonishment, Simon has named 2 setters in connection with puzzles, and he hasn't named many setters. He's named 2 setters in connection with correct puzzles already.
With correct,
and I'm
correct
a bit blown
puzzles.
away by that. Yes. Now you've for some of the puzzles you've named 1 or 2 people or 3, but you haven't named that many setters, and you've got 2 right.
And I haven't solved them. I've just done it by the visual.
You haven't solved anything, as far as I know, in the seconds that you've had.
Okay.
That is amazing.
Now this one, I was going to say, because this has got a 3 in the corner, which strikes me as somebody who is they're like a real fan of the arcana around the channel.
Did you want to hear the rest of the names?
Yeah,
that are possible?
I do. But no, hang on. I was just thinking about Jovial and Kodak in the. See, hang on a minute. Jovial and Kodak.
I can't believe that you have achieved what you've achieved already. I mean, I need to, before midnight, I need to reveal to people which 2 puzzles you've homed in on. And if you get another one, then I'm buying the wine.
Okay, I am thinking that. No, okay, I'm not sure about this one. My first guess was Grockles, but you said that Grockles hadn't had enough.
I'm afraid he hasn't. He was not in the list that you can choose from. He was one of the people who sent one of the 2 puzzles I left out, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. All right, keep going then with the names.
Okay, the rest of the names are, and there's about 15 I'm going to read out now.
Okay.
Christoph Seeliger, Akash Dulani, Eric Fox, Bastian Vialjain,
No.
Tirganus,
Ooh,
Jonas
hang on. I want to think about Tirganus. That one, maybe. Just from the visuals of it.
Jonas Gleim, Peter Venus, Tall Cat, Udikos, Prasanna, Sumanta.
Hang on, you're going too fast. I need to think. Hang on, go back to, because when
There's lots more.
When you said Peter Venus, I started to think about him.
Okay, Peter Venus, Tall Cat, Udikos, Prasanna.
Tall Cat, Udikos, Prasanna. Okay, Tall Cat would likely like to be in this collection. Which one of these is a Tall Cat looking puzzle? None of them. In my that one, no, none of these are by Tall Cat, I don't think. Well, who is the next name? Oh, Peter Venus.
Yeah.
See, that could be by Peter Venus. Peter would love to put a 3 in the corner right at the start. That would appeal to him. Okay, go on.
So Prasanna Sumanta, Thomas Snyder, Scott Strossal, Totally Normal Cat, James Kopp, Freddie Hand,
No.
Rocky Roer, Jeremy Butler,
Okay.
Tom Collier, Demono, nearly through now, I've got 5 more.
Okay.
Florian Wertmann, Aaron Aspartagus, Marvin Kanhauser, Glum Hippo, and Serkan Urekli.
Oh, okay. So just do the last 5 again. So
the last
Florian,
5 were
Marvin.
Florian, Aspartagus,
Aspartagus.
Marvin,
Yes, Aspartagus.
Glum Hippo, and Serkan.
Oh, that could be Aspartagus as well, actually, that one. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I'm going to be able to improve upon what I've said.
But let me reveal the 2 that you have attached the right names to, because it's very impressive. So stop there.
Okay.
On the German Whisper one, are you on?
No, I was on
Go to the German Whisper one.
This one, yeah.
And the name, one of the names you mentioned, I think you mentioned 2 names as possible. You said Florian and Marvin originally, and it is Florian Wertmann. Are you on the German Whisper one? Sorry, I'm on a lag, so I can't tell.
I was on the German Whisper one, but I was actually thinking that Florian and Marvin were at the palindrome one.
Right. Well, mate, hang on. Let me just check. I may have. Okay, well, I apologize then, because Florian is the German Whisper one.
Okay, Florian is the German.
So maybe then I misattributed your guess, and you weren't correct.
Oh,
however,
bobbins. Yeah.
If you go to the anti-king, anti-knight, build your own killer.
Yeah.
And remind us all who you said that might be.
That's Joseph Neymer.
It is Joseph Neymer. That's absolutely correct.
Wow.
Which is really, really impressive, if I may say so. Now, I don't know if we've got time left for you to try any of these puzzles, to be honest. It's entirely up to you. But I think you've proved something to me already. And I feel you were unlucky with Florian Wertmann somehow, because I thought you'd got that right.
Yeah, Would I have guessed that that was Florian? I
Okay,
probably
now
wouldn't.
if I tell you who these six are by, can you attribute them all correctly?
Okay, yeah, go on, do that then.
Okay, so they are by
Yeah.
Fistomephel, Peter
Fistomephel.
Venus, yeah, Fistomephel, Peter Venus,
Okay.
Florian Wertmann, Christoph Seeliger, Demono,
No.
and Joseph Neymer.
Okay. Okay. But bear in mind, I get to solve them as well. So I'm gonna
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
you should. That's true. I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
yeah, we won't rule on it till you've
Yeah,
solved them.
don't tell me until I've solved them.
I should probably not have told you those names now, but it's been very interesting to me already. I
Hang
have
on.
to
So
say.
we've got Peter Fistomephel,
Yeah,
Demono, Florian Utop.
Demono, Christoph Seeliger, and Joseph.
Christoph's in here. That. Okay, so the Christoph one is definitely. And then are they allowed to have like disguised their styles and things?
I don't know. I haven't been told anything about that. I don't know what the view was on that. Maybe Riff Clown will tell us.
You see, Demono, I mean, he loves his Roggen puzzles. And there's nothing like that here. That one looks like it involves the Fistomephel ring, so that could be Fistomephel, but I don't. Fistomephel. No, that. This is not Fistomephel. Because there's loads of digits I could just put into this one. Fistomephel, if I was guessing, I would say was this one, and I think this might be Fistomephel. Like,
tell me which one you're on.
Oh,
Because
I'm on the 8x8 with funny Rembrandt lines.
You think that might be the Fistomephel?
I think that might be the Fistomephel. Yeah.
And do you want me to tell you at this point whether that's right or wrong, or are you going to solve them?
I'm going to solve it because I think that's the thing. I think I will only know once I've solved it whether it's Fistomephel.
They were told puzzles should be consistent with past efforts. The setters.
Okay. So I haven't got Demono.
No, you haven't guessed him for any.
And I haven't got Peter Venus. And was there one more? There was one more I haven't got.
Well, you don't know Florian, clearly. Oh, no, have I told you that?
You told
now?
me Florian was the Whisper. You told me Florian was the Whisper.
Christoph Seeliger.
Oh, Christoph. Yeah, that is perplexing. So Christoph, I mean, that could be Christoph. Christoph could be the LK sandwich one. Christoph, this isn't... If this is Fistomephel ring... You see, it's a bit mean. If this is the Fistomephel ring, this one, the first one, and it's not Fistomephel, I have to say which setter has copied the style of the Fistomephel ring. This feels more like Peter to me, the first one.
You might settle on Peter for that.
I might settle on Peter for that. Then,
or are you changing to Fistomephel?
Well, it's only Fistomephel. The only reason this could be Fistomephel is if Fistomephel has taken the instructions literally and said, well, I better do something using the Fistomephel ring, which I don't think Fistomephel would have done. I think Fistomephel...
So you're saying Peter more for that.
More of Peter. I think Fistomephel is the diamond one with the 8x8. I think I know what Joseph Neymer is. That means that Christoph and Demono are sharing this very strange looking killer Sudoku in which I can see, you know, I can write a 5 in here straight away. I can write a 7 in here. I could write a 3 in there. I mean, I don't... Unless there's absolute magic going on in here. Which there could be, of course. I'm going to go with Christoph for the killer and Demono for the LK sandwich. But don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I won't tell you.
Okay. And then next time I'll actually have a go at solving them. And we should probably
Excellent.
let people, should we let people have the links or something so they can have a go
Yeah,
too?
I tell you, we should do that. What, shall we post them on the VOD or in chat? I suppose I could post them in chat.
Yeah, post them in chat and then.
Okay. 1 second. Let's see. I mean, I don't know how big I'm allowed to post in chat. No, it's far too big. Okay, I'm going to have to do them bit by bit. Okay, I would just. Okay,
well,
hang on a
we
second.
can put them under the video when the video comes out. Because the video will come out almost instantly.
That's true. The video will come out quickly, but it won't take long. They just won't have the rules with them or anything.
The links you sent me have got the rules in.
I know, but if I post all of that, it's far too long to allow in chat.
No, it's just the app.crackingthecryptic link. That will work, won't it?
Yes. Well, the problem is that I sent you all those links, and I can't post, including the rules. I can't post anything that long.
Oh, right, okay.
No, it's even too long. So let's try it like this in pieces.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I see. Oh, it cuts them off. Right.
Well, does it? Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
Maybe you can click on that further.
Next stream. Yeah, Demono did do taco bowl Sudoku, didn't he? Oh, gosh, that was a while ago. I can't remember what they were. Yeah, we'll put them in the description for the video.
We will put them in the description of the video, but there's a few more now. And
it does work. Some people are saying it does work.
It does work. Okay. Well, the 6 puzzles have been posted there now.
Yeah, but the chat will disappear once the stream ends, I think.
That's true, but we will post them on the VOD description.
Stick the links in the VOD description. Yeah, Taco Bowl was the first CCTC video I watched. So, there you go, guys. It's gone midnight.
Strange old thing. Sorry about my soul. Terrible stuff.
We turn into pumpkins soon.
Nightfall.
Good night, everybody. The chat's just frozen. Everyone's gone off to look at the puzzles, I think. The chat will see you soon.
It says the chat won't disappear.
Right, I'm turning it off. Bye.